Hey guys! In this Star Wars video, we will be looking about the top 5 most dangerous Stormtroopers out there. Now, Stormtroopers that we'll be looking about today can be the first Order Stormtroopers and the original Empire Stormtroopers, and they all came originally from clones. So, I think everyone knows what Stormtroopers are. Okay, starting at number 5, we have the First Order Flametrooper. Now, these guys are someone that you do not want to meet in the end of an alley, because they'll definitely burn you out. They first appear in the Battle of Jakku, and they're part of the First Order. They literally burned down a city with only like a few of them. You do not want to come across these guys in a street. Now, their weapons are only fire, and they're not that far ranged, so one way to beat them is to shoot them with a standard blaster, and that would do a lot of damage to them. But they have flamethrowers, and flamethrowers burn, and you know how burning feels. It's very dangerous. Okay, coming in at position number 4 is the elite Imperial guards that the Emperor himself uses to protect him. So these guys must be something if the Emperor himself likes them hanging around him. Now these guys come in lots of different forms. They use a pike, which sometimes has an electric bolt at the end of it, which is mostly used for stun, not killing. They come in many different forms, and also the Praetorian Guards from episodes 7, 8, and 9, mostly number 8, are actually just more advanced Imperial Guards with better armor and more powerful weapons that can actually block a lightsaber bolt. Now these guys, even though in number 6, Palpatine gets really cocky and he decides to send them away, they are still very powerful, and I bet the fight would be a lot more easy if they had these guards supporting him. At number 3 on this list is one of my personal favorites, the Death Trooper. Now these guys appear a lot in Rogue One, in the final battle of Scarif, and on the moon planet where Jyn Erso's dad is actually killed. Now these guys are elite stormtroopers with some people say that there are cybernetic implants in them, which is pretty sick, and they talk in gibberish. Like seriously, if you watch the movies, there's so many memes about them talking crazy. Now, sometimes they can be a little easy to defeat, well, by a dude with a high-powered blaster rifle, of course. They could take one shot. But their aim is a lot better than Stormtroopers, as you'll see. If they get a clear shot in, they will hit you. And this guy just happens to have armor. But if you didn't have armor, you'd be dead. Like this guy is probably going to end up as if you watched Rogue One. Now, the Death Troopers, their armor is sick. It does have lots of protection. They have lots of different weapon varieties. And they are just behind the Imperial Guard in classification. Now, these guys don't look like normal Stormtroopers. They look a lot more awesome. These guys appear in the First Order. They don't really appear in any movies, actually. Mostly in video games, Legends, and other sort of expanded universe things. Now, these guys were trained in the unknown regions, which were like expanded planets that no one knew about, which means that these guys had to be something special. They're trained with a hyper blaster, which fires very rapid fire bullets. Their armor is very easy to move in, and they're like a separate faction because they have jet troopers as well. This is all from the First Order, so you can expect a lot more better things from the First Order than normal Stormtroopers. And their aim is almost perfect. A lot better than normal Stormtroopers. Now with their last placement, we have the Stormtrooper Shadow Troopers. Now these guys aren't in the First Order, they are in the original Empire, and even some clones have this rank of Shadow Trooper. Now these guys don't appear in any movies, and I don't think they appear in any Clone Wars episodes. They don't appear in any canon events, you could say. They appeared in Legends a lot, and they are they're a force to reckon with. Now, you do not want to run into these guys because you won't even know it when you run into them. Their armor allows them to practically become invisible. Now, it's like a mirror reflecting to you, but it's going around all sides. So, they can kind of disappear, which is something that you should worry about if you're fighting them, because you can't even see where they're shooting from. Some of the reasons why I put this mysterious Shadow Trooper on my list as top number 1 was just not because of their weapons, not because of the armor, because of their abilities. They aren't just shadow troopers that can disappear. They're highly trained, almost as much as the Sith troopers. And just because they don't appear in any movies, they appear in video games where they are clearly overpowered. I hope you guys liked this video. It was top 5 rankings, so it's kind of something different, but you just tell me what you want in the comments and I will fulfill your requirements, basically. See you next time. Bye.